Fresh is the word.
I'm Jim Duggan, got long wood for plenty hoes. I keep it fresher than fresh, but you already know. You suckers bummy, I'm money, I got a ton of flows. My weed loud like a motherfucking thunder roll. Your shit quiet like you ballin' on a budget though. We see your kicks and we laugh and yellin' what are those. You see me shining like a suit on puffy. You know my grind and shit is too strong, buddy. That's why the dude call money. I be stuntin' like it's nothing at all. Cause it's nothing to me, it's probably something to y'all. Trying to smoke like me, then come and fuck with your dog. Got a closet full of kicks, you can't cop it them all. And I'm fresher than the freshest, you can tell it's in my essence. Bitch, you see the way I'm rapping, yes I do this shit to death. I tell I'm running out of breath, I tell somebody cut a check. But either way you know it's fresh, and either way you know it's fresh. Fresh, we fresh. Fresh, goddammit, we fresh.
Welcome to the Fresh is the Word podcast, a podcast about music, pro wrestling, and MMA. I'm your host, K Fresh, and we got a big show for you this week. We got a special guest, Bellator MMA fighter and fellow wrestling nerd, Muhammed Lawal, King Mo. And joining us is my regular co-host, Vstylez. So it's just going to be one extended discussion and guest interview all in one this week. We're putting both segments together, so that's going to be awesome. And before we get on to the show, I want to talk about a sponsor of mine, Undeniable Press. If you need any screen printing needs, hit up Undeniable Press. They're located in the Corktown neighborhood in Detroit, so if you need any t-shirts, posters, any other little promotional items printed, they can help you. They can hook you up. You can go to facebook.com/undeniablepressdetroit, and they'll be able to hook you up. And those same guys, they also run a clothing line that's pro wrestling oriented. It's called 20x20 Apparel, and they have all these great t-shirts that are nostalgia themed in the world of pro wrestling. So you can go over to their website, which is 20x20apparel.com. That's the number 20. The number 20 apparel.com. Check out their catalog. It's really dope. They have a lot of cool things. And if you want to support the Fresh is the Word podcast, you can always go to freshasthepodcast.com and just share any links from the websites on your social medias. Anywhere. I don't care. Just that would help out a lot. And you can also click on the link that says support the podcast, and there's a PayPal link you can donate to. Or if you ever do any purchases on Amazon, use the link on that page. It doesn't change anything on your end, but it does give us a little bit of commission to help out the podcast. And also you can follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at Fresh is the Word 1. That's Fresh is the Word, the number 1. And on Facebook at facebook.com/freshasthepodcast. Give us a like on there. And always feel free to retweet, reshare any of our posts on there. You can also subscribe to Fresh is the Word on iTunes and Stitcher. Then also give us a nice little comment on either of those. It'll really help us out, preferably 5 stars. And now let's get to the show. And joining me, like always, is my co-host, Detroit hip-hop artist, MMA connoisseur, pro wrestling fan, and proud Marine, Vstylez. What's up, bro?
Hoorah, what's good, Kelly? You all right, man?
I'm good. And we got a special guest this time for me and V to talk about. It's Bellator MMA fighter and fellow wrestling nerd, King Mo. How you doing today?
Man, I'm chilling, man. You forgot to add Marvel comic nerd too. So Marvel comics too.
He's definitely a comic nerd.
Great. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. You had a very exciting weekend. You had your fight at Bellator 175, and then it was also Wrestlemania, all the things around Wrestlemania. It was crazy. So I just want to get into a little bit of the fight before we talk a little bit of wrestling even. And I don't want to hold you up too long. But okay, you had your fight, and you had your fight this weekend at Bellator in Chicago against Rampage, and you were able to defeat him and render him obsolete. How do you feel after this fight, man? Do you feel like you were able to accomplish, get that win back from before that was very, very controversial?
Yeah, man. I did. My gameplay was effective. It wasn't pretty, but got the job done, man. And him being like 40, 50 times heavier than me didn't help my cause either. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I got the job done. Now it's time for the next fight.
Right. That Chicago crowd was booing you and cheering him, and I know you're usually sort of on that booing end a lot, man. How does it feel to sort of be coming in as almost like the heel of the situation?
Man, I'm gonna say something. It's probably controversial, but a lot of white folks hate me. A lot of white folks hate me. They see me, they automatically like, I don't like him. He fits a stereotype, and they group with that nigga stereotype, and they just hate me. You know what I'm saying? I don't play the joke. Like Quinton Jackson played the joke. You know what I'm saying? Like howling and making joking, humping people. I keep it professional. I might crack a few jokes here, say some things controversial, but I keep this shit real. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to it, I ain't seen nobody black booing me, unless they're Quinton people. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think that where I go, a lot of people, I'll meet people that don't know me, and granted, I'm a white, and they're like, man, you're cool. I thought you were gonna be arrogant with your crown and that you dismiss me. I'm like, no, man. I'm like, look, I'm King Mo and I'm fighting, but when I'm not fighting, I'm just Mo. You know what I'm saying? I'm a humble wall. I just be chilling, man. I don't do too much. I don't ask for no attention. I don't seek no attention when I'm not fighting. I be quiet as kept.
Right, man. You seem like a good dude, and for what it's worth, man, where I was sitting, it looked like all the black folks were on your side.
I know they was. I know they was. Look, I know they was. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is that a lot of times, people want to say, "Oh, you're a big race thing." No, a lot of times, other black folks realize they might have been grouped in the stereotype. We all been stereotyped, but sometimes blacks just fall into one stereotype. Think about all the famous fighters, right? All the famous black fighters. Let me guess. They're all flamboyant, cocky, arrogant. Mayweather, Sugar Robinson, Ali. I can name a lot. I can name a lot. You know what I'm saying? But they try to put Apollo Creed. They always try to stereotype us all in one group. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to.
Right.
But if you make them laugh, or you put a good old boy, then guess what? They'll love you.
Right.
Always telling to embrace that hat, man. Somebody got to play that, man, and let them boo, because the majority of the people are casual fans anyway. They really don't understand, strategy and game plans. They just want to see Rock'em Sock'em Robots. So, Mo will embrace that cat, man. And what be real is when we be around people and when they meeting for the first time, and it's you see the look in their eyes like, wow, man, this guy is really cool. We've been a lot of places, man. I've seen this guy do things that I don't see other fighters do. He always take time out for the fans, and he's just a regular person, man. But for whatever reason, you put that crown on, and you just have a certain group that feels a certain way. And I always say, fuck them, man. Fuck them.
I'm really fuck them. But here's my thing, BZ. What have I said or done that makes you the heel? I'm cool being the heel.
Right.
What have I said or done that's controversial that's turned me into a heel?
Right.
Nothing.
Right. And
Nothing.
the thing that I know,
and this might be a weird analogy, man, but Roman Reigns.
I'm Roman Reigns.
Right.
Yeah. But the difference with Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns is forced down people's throat. I was never for. I took the back road. I went to Japan. Came here and just fought everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everyone I could fight. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, I took the back road. I never got pushed up forefront. You know what I'm saying? I had to work my way to the top.
Well, I don't mean push wise. I just mean whatever he does, it doesn't matter. Fans are going to boo. I mean, I boo Roman Reigns.
They boo him, but they boo him because WWE is trying to force him down their throat. That's all it is.
Oh, no doubt. I agree.
That's all because if it was anybody else, like, you know, if it was like if anyone else got pushed like that, then let's say it was Reigns. Let me think, who? Apollo Crews. He never got pushed. Imagine they pushed him. They pushed him like that. Put him on the main events. Made everything he did. You know what I'm saying? Was made a big deal about it. You think he'd get booed?
Nah. Well, yeah, he would. He definitely would.
Because look at New Day. Look at New Day. I think he would too. But look at because it's probably you're forcing something down their throat. New Day came out. They had to make themselves be like, because they came out getting booed. People didn't like them, and all of a sudden it just changed. It went from New Day sucks, New Day rocks. It went from New Day sucks, New Day rocks. So it's only a certain few that get that. If you want to catch that, like there's a new face and you get pushed, like Curtis Axel got pushed, but people weren't feeling them. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Curtis Axel. If you're a new face, the Ascension, they came in, they try to push them. People weren't feeling them. If you're a new face, you have to have a feud with somebody like Kevin Owens had a few feuds and then got pushed. Roman Reigns came in with the Shield. Now all of a sudden when they split up, kept on getting a big push.
And still looking like the Shield afterwards.
Yeah. Pretty much, and we think about this. My bad, cut you off. Pretty much like this, right? People also, if you think about in a deep way, they're trying to say that Roman Reigns was a Shield because everyone else changed their gimmick. He kept the gimmick. You know what I'm saying? The book, you know, and the same music. So pretty much when it came down to it, he himself was a Shield because he's the only one that kept the same music and kept the same look. And for a while, he had the same. He said the same Shield intro.
I was just about to say, you noticed recently he hasn't been walking through the crowd, and everything is to the ramp now.
Yeah, but look at the music, look at the gear, look at the look, everything is still the Shield. So when it comes down to it, it's like this: the Four Horsemen. There's two constants of Four Horsemen: Ric Flair and Arn Anderson. Now imagine if the Horsemen had a theme song they came out to. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of who came and left, if Ric Flair went solo, they played that same theme song with Ric Flair. People would think that Ric Flair is the Four Horsemen. He makes them. You know what I'm saying?
True. I don't think it's a Horseman without Flair, but I definitely feel what you're saying.
Or without Arn Anderson, because those are two constant figures in the Four Horsemen.
Hey, and
without Arn Anderson, it's over for.
This is what's weird too. We was over in Ireland, man. The fans loved Mo. When I say they love Mo, they loved Mo over there. It was like no homo. It was like a love affair, and it was dope, And he was treated, he was treated as you would think a king should be treated.
Definitely. And one thing I did notice about
Irishman.
Yeah, and one thing
I felt like a smiler, like a black Irishman. I felt good there, man. For real.
And the one thing I've noticed about you, Mo, is after each fight, whether you win or lose, the first thing that you say in your post-match interview is you give respect to the other person. Doesn't matter who it was. And you did that to Rampage, no matter what you guys said back and forth in the build-up of that. You did the same thing when you lost to Mirko over in Ryzen. You always give that respect. So I don't see where this sort of controversial booing figure actually comes from.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I guess, like I said, people see something, they pick a few things here and there. Like, it's marketing. Like, Quinton came to me and was like, "No, man, if I were you, I'd tell those who have to say that you're brash, cocky, and arrogant, because that sticks with you." And I was like, I don't care what they do, because if people believe that, what they're saying, then they idiots, because they hearing it from somebody else's mouth. They ain't hearing it from my own mouth. You know what I'm saying? They buying the promos. Promos ain't real. You know what I'm saying? That's just hype.
Not at all.
Right.
But if you look at any, MMA journalists, like I was looking at Ariel Helwani, and a couple other journalists, they always have positive things to say about Mo and how knowledgeable he is in the sports. Like there's no fighter that breaks down things that's happening, as they're happening in the cage. Mo is an anomaly, man. He has a lot of things. He has a lot of gifts, man. And sometimes I look at people, I'll be like, wow, you born this dude? You don't even know this dude. And like people, they be passionate about their boobs. Like, fuck is wrong with you? Are you like, what's wrong with you to be booing this dude?
Right.
You know. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Since your first fight with Rampage, you've only lost in Bellator once, and that was to Phil Davis, who is the current light heavyweight champion. Do you want
that? Didn't lose that, but go ahead.
Do you want to go after that light heavyweight championship, or would you want to go after this heavyweight title that Scott Coker said is going to be crowned sometime this year?
I'm going for both. You know, to me, a fight's a fight. Keep on winning, giving me a title shot. So I got my eyes on both. I think I can win both. You know, eventually, obviously, if I fight for the heavyweight title, I'm gonna be at least 215 in the cage and not no 209. You know what I'm saying? But you know, 205, I'm definitely down for that because I think I'm gonna beat Bader, and then I'll fight Phil, or I wouldn't mind fighting the winner of Mitrione and Fedor next. Actually, you know, and then fighting Phil. And I wouldn't mind doing that.
You know what's real, Kelly?
Yeah.
When Mo fight at heavyweight, on the average, he gives up 25 to 30 pounds every time he fights at heavyweight.
Right.
And, you know, again, we go back to, you know, the cheer booth thing. This dude fights anybody. You know, I don't know another, you know, Conor McGregor gets all the props in the world, you know, from the masses, but this dude been doing this from the beginning. His first fight in Strikeforce was at heavyweight.
Right.
Next fight after that
my first fight period was heavyweight. My first fight period was heavyweight. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you talking about
first
he was overseas?
Yeah, first fight period was heavyweight.
Wow, see. That, and for him to constantly, he's been bouncing back and forth for years, but he don't get that recognition. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it is what it is. It's politics and bullshit, man. But any man that get into a cage with somebody that weighed on weigh-in day 253, and if you look at Rampage on fight day, he at least gained 10 more pounds.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Dude had to be about 263, and I'm not even exaggerating. And Mo lost 3 pounds. He came into the cage weighing in 209.
Right.
So you talking about dude giving up 50 plus fucking pounds, and y'all don't want to get that up. Name another dude that's gonna give up 50 pounds and come out with a dub, and you know it's not people not giving up that much weight, man. This remind me of Pride open weight back in the day. So it just kills me. It's like, man, what the fuck do y'all want? But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Right.
Had to throw that in there.
Yeah. Definitely. So Mo, you've you know, if in the past you did some work in pro wrestling with TNA Impact, would you like to come back and do some pro wrestling again? Like if Ring of Honor gave you an opportunity?
Oh man, I talked to I think it was Joe from Ring of Honor, the main owner. I talked to him at the end of the Supercard of Honor show outside. You know, I just talked to him. I'm a fan. You know, I told him, you know, I heard Adam Cole on WWE. You know, I heard he was leaving because he dropped 2 matches back to back. Lost Marty Scores. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, I just told him, I was like, man, the Young Bucks leave, man, I'm gonna be mad. You know, right. But I'd wrestle with them. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying they don't plan on going there. I'm just saying just in general. Or Hangman Page, if he leaves, I'd be mad. But I wouldn't mind doing something with TNA or Ring of Honor. Cause I took to Jeff Jarrett. I'm at WrestleCon, Chance Info, you know, and TNA. I mean, so actually, Impact Wrestling, TNA's gone. Impact Wrestling will be on Spike TV in Europe.
Yeah,
they'll be airing in Europe on Spike TV. So, you know, I'm gonna go try to watch the House of Hardcore show. Tommy Dreamer, that's my dog. He's wrestling Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare.
Yeah,
I'm out there trying to support. Yeah, no, I'm out there to support all wrestling shows. Like Wrestle Circus won me over this weekend.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about that. Man, I took my boy Twan out there. We went to WrestleMania, and we after Mania, we took a cab or an Uber to Wrestle Circus, and Wrestle Circus was the shit, boy. Yeah.
I was there. We was there from 1 to 4:30, just watching wrestling. I'm talking about look. Here's how there's no seats. You stand by the ring. there's one dude. This dude's doing like a real wrestling melee type thing, right? He gets off the ring. He comes by me. He's still in the match, mind you. He's like drinking some water. He's like, man, you got some chips, so I could buy you some. He's talking to me. He's like, man, I get back to this match. I'm gonna get this dude over here. He runs to grab this dude. Dude blocks him, super kicks him. Why did old boy follow my shoes, dog? He fell right on my feet. Out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's fun. Twan has videos of what went down. Leo Rush was there. Moose was there.
Right.
Joey Ryan with Candace. Brian Cage. ACH, the homie, he was there. AR Fox. Suicide. Man, who was it? John Morrison. It was a hell of a good event, man. I can't wait. As a matter of fact, like they make me want to fly to Austin just to catch this show. That's how good this show was.
Look, Kelly, if you can't tell, Mo is just like us
right.
when it comes to wrestling. And look, he may have us beat in certain aspects, man, because he naming dudes that, I'm not necessarily in the dark on, but he knows. And it's like, wow, man, I thought I was super geeky, just like I think you super geeky about this shit, but Mo know his shit, man.
Yeah, all those guys that he just named, I've seen them at events this past year, whether it's in Chicago for AEW or AIW in Cleveland. I'm actually going down tomorrow night to Dayton, Ohio for Rockstar Pro, and I think Joey Ryan's going to be there, and that's where like Dave and Jake Christ and Sammy Callahan are usually at. It's a really great promotion in Dayton, Ohio. And then I'm actually going to Toronto on Sunday for Smash Wrestling. That's a really great organization. I forget who's going to actually be there. I think, I forget, but they have good shows there.
I'm going to Canada next time you go, man. I mean, as far as wrestling, I'm eager. We got a Ring of Honor coming here real soon, don't we?
Yeah, we have an Evolve coming here.
Oh, we got Evolve coming?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man, I really wish Ring of Honor, because I've got to name one person. Willie Mack and Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky's my dog.
Right.
Willie Mack's my dog, too.
Right.
I wish Ring of Honor would sign Willie Mack, because that boy, he's a new age junkyard dog that can fly.
He is.
That boy is legit.
Yeah, he's dope.
That's
like,
dope.
I love everything he does on Lucha Underground. He's really dope. Like,
Yeah.
he totally is like a new age like junkyard dog. He's awesome.
That's super dope.
Okay, Mo. I saw the thing on MMA Hour where you're talking about Robbie Lawler being a John Cena fan.
I'm still laughing.
If you ever got an opportunity to have a match with John Cena, would you do it?
Nah. I would do a match. I would do one with like Great Muta, Masahiro Chono. I would do match the old school guys. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I grew up watching. I didn't grow up watching John Cena wrestling.
Right.
Now, if it's like Arn Anderson, or Ole Anderson, or Mongo McMichael, or something like that, or something, Barry Windham, if it's something like that, I take Larry. If it's Nikita Koloff, I take a Russian Sickle. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie Garb, I take a big right hand KO punch or Garb Stomp.
And the
Somebody like
Stomp.
that. You know what I'm saying?
What you doing?
Somebody, I need some. I know I want the Garb Stomp. That was my finisher for Grizzlies.
Right. It sure did.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna wrestle somebody, like, as a matter of fact, if somebody approached me, they want to do me and MVP or Willie Mack or somebody versus Harlem Heat in the independent show.
That would be dope. And you know what? Look, you probably could set that up too. By calling Booker T, because he got his own promotion.
Yeah, I know. We talked to them. We talked to them. You know what I'm saying? Because MVP is my dog. I can talk to Shad Gaspar because that's my dog too. You know what I'm saying? But I want to do them right, man. I'd love to share the ring with them, put them over. You know what I'm saying? Take the book in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the slapjack.
Word.
I saw all the
drop kick.
I saw all the pictures that you took over the past few days on Instagram. Who is probably, and not just this past weekend, but of all time, who is probably like your favorite wrestler to ever meet?
Ever meet?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Cause Mark Merrill was cool. I think he changed numbers. Man, Gilbert was cool. Me and Gilbert exchanged numbers. Gilbert's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, Marginetti. Me and Marginetti exchanged numbers too, man. You know, like, I don't know, man. Akeem was my dog. Ron Simmons me and Ron Simmons, we've been cool for a while. So, I don't know, man. I respect them all. I like them all. Like, you know, I like them all. You know what I'm saying? Terry Funk is cool as hell. Like, you know, Dan Grell, David, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Wes Briscoe's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to Wes. That's my man, too.
Yeah, Wes, yeah. I get more love from the wrestlers and wrestling fans than I do MMA fans, people in MMA.
Right.
Which is crazy, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I have no enemies in MMA besides him. But we can squash that. But I have nothing bad to say about nobody.
That whole ass Tito, too, man. That dude.
Oh, yeah. Tito is relevant, man. But Tito, he a bitch. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't beef with bitches.
Yeah, Tito wanted Rampage to win,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? but other than that, like everybody else is cool, man. Like when I went to the wrestling event, man, Wrestle Circus, ACH was cool, man. If I could just watch wrestling every day, like if I could be a black Dave Meltzer and get paid and fly to these events, and critique them and just write about them, man, I would do that shit. Well, I would quit doing MMA.
Well, that's what you can do after you're done fighting, you know?
Idea, dog. That's the idea.
That's what you can do after you're done fighting. Like, once you're retired, you can be the Black Dave Meltzer.
that I wouldn't mind doing stuff for Marvel Comics, being like a creative Marvel Comics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind doing something with them.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's get this going. Yeah, definitely.
Word.
Okay, Mo. I don't want to, keep you too long. I know.
Cool. I got more time. I got a little more time, man. I got more time.
All right, cool.
Oh, word. Okay. No complaints here.
No complaints here. I mean, okay. Did you watch Wrestlemania?
Yeah, I was there, dog.
Oh, you were there? Okay. All right. What'd you think about like the ending with Undertaker? Just looks in retiring. Leaving the gloves and the jacket and the hat in the ring. That. Oh, it's nothing. You couldn't help but get emotional at that time.
Man, I was mad, dog. I'm gonna be real with you. Man, WrestleMania was pure garbage.
Here we go.
Hated it. I hated it, dog. I'm like, look. Roman Reigns don't need to put over by Undertaker. Let Bray Wyatt get put over by Undertaker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
AJ Styles match was a great match. Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg should have been the main event. You know what I'm saying?
They did that to give the Undertaker his moment.
Right. That's exactly why.
You know what I'm saying? I personally don't give a fuck. They can wait another year for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a moment to get beat up, man. He got handled. He got manhandled by Roman Reigns. I was like, is this a squash match?
I don't think Undertaker can really do much anymore because he didn't even do his signature walk rope, like the walk rope thing.
He didn't even do old school.
He didn't do any of the old school stuff because I don't think he can do it
on the rope. Old school. That's what everybody say. Old school.
Old school Undertaker. Like,
well, I'm just saying that. Look, this how you know it's bad. Think about this, right? Y'all missed the big picture. The biggest stars in WWE, or the biggest people that got the pop in the WWE universe, were people that were not made by the WWE.
Right.
Kevin Owens got a big pop.
Yeah.
Or people that left and rebranded themselves and came back bigger. AJ Styles got a big pop.
The Hardy Boys returned and got a big pop.
The respect and admiration that the fans have.
The Hardys.
Oh man.
The Hardys. It was wonderful, but at the same time, I wish it was the broken Hardys because the thing is like with the. Because the thing is, like, with the Hardys, you think like young, you think like, I saw the Hardys, I was like, okay, the music, and they try to move with the young, but only the other ones, like Jeff could do it. You know what I'm saying? Matt couldn't do it.
I didn't like the music. I didn't like the whole Hardy Boy music. I wish they kind of just would have introduced them separately, but at the same time, rather than saying the Hardy Boys, because they're so different than what they were when they left.
Bro.
Right.
So check out. Matt came back looking like broken Matt, and Jeff came back looking like Jeff.
And Jeff came back like Jeff. Yep.
And Matt, a few times said delete, and it would get got caught up. He's like, delete. Oh, he stopped. And he's like, yes, and they stopped. And it was the promos. The promo because he was a broken my heart as normal Matt. He like fucking up. You know what I'm saying? He's so used to being broken my heart.
Look, well, at least from the television angle, every time they got into, like, he would get the lead off, and then they'll change angles. And it's so quick.
Right.
But the thing about it is the fans are going to do it anyway. The WWE know that they are going to do it anyway. I just hope this whole situation gets settled quick, so we can get.
No, but when it comes down to it, the last one is that's it because the fans can do it regardless.
Oh,
Matt said one delete and then stopped. He like delete time stuff and then everybody else kept on chanting it. Like, the thing about this, Jeff never said obsolete. Because at Ring of Honor, they had delete, obsolete chants going. So, the Ring of Honor match, the final match of the Ring of Honor, had me thinking, like, okay, they took some hard bumps. I'm like, they're probably not, I guess the WWE's not going to use them. And they still had that tailgate party, because I met this guy, Mo. I'm hosting a tailgate party, and they'll be there, so come by. I've been here with the tailgate party for the past 4 weeks from two different people. It's like, yeah, the Hardys would come, blah. We go to tailgate party for them, with them for the past few years. You know what I'm saying? So, but this time it's called a broken tailgate party.
Right.
But the dude told me they didn't show up. They're like, no, they didn't show up. I was like, okay, bam, WWE. But the thing is, the match they had the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks went through 5 tables. That match is kind of stiff. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, man, they don't have to wrestle because I don't know. I was like, they might show up.
I had a feeling that shit was gonna happen, man. I predicted it. I was like, man, I can't wait.
I thought the same thing. But until I saw the rest of that match, I was like, well, they might make an appearance and then wrestle on Raw because I figured why bring them in away when they're from TNA and Ring of Honor and come in and just smash everybody and just win the belts right away. Because that just killed the club. The club is done. How you bring the club in from Japan, part of the main force of the Bullet Club, come in and just drop for people?
Well, see,
they done.
This is what I think, though. I'm thinking like this. You can play it both ways. Hypothetically, the rumor is AJ Styles is going over to Raw. If they stay over in Raw, I think the New Day is probably going to go over to SmackDown to give them new life. But just imagine AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and that tag team all on Raw. Like the WWE got a lot to play with right now.
But they ain't gonna do it though, because the thing is, the WWE they don't use other people's ideas.
Well, they bought the trademark mark for the Balor Club, and for the Bullet Club.
The Balor Club.
Right?
But no, I don't think they did. No, they did because they're using the Bullet Club logo in Ring of Honor and in New Japan.
Okay, yeah.
And on top of that, they if you notice, the Young Bucks ain't done the Too Sweet chant. You know what I'm saying? Like the Too Sweet, because WWE did cease and desist. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to wrestling shows now, people say find any way to say Too Sweet, like a near fall count 1, 2, sweet. Like everywhere you go, everywhere you go. So they you might see Too Sweet me, but they won't put Too Sweet on no T-shirts or nothing because WWE sued for that.
Okay, let me ask you this. And I know Kelly got excited about this like I did. What do you think of the main roster debut of Nakamura?
I didn't see it. I saw him watch the ring, but I didn't watch the match. How was the match?
He had a dark match. I forget who he wrestled.
He went and saw Dolph Ziggler after the 205 Live thing. But televised, he just came in and like debuted, and that was it. Didn't say any words. Just was like the superstar that he is, and everybody was like psyched.
But this is the question that I want to know: with SmackDown being such a show where you got 2 hours, are we going to have that long intro? every week when he comes out?
Oh no.
Probably.
Nah,
I bet you.
probably
I bet
won't.
They do.
It would. Nah,
No, I bet you. No, I bet you. Think about this. They will until he dies down. Because remember Fandango? When Fandango came out, he had a intro forever until he started dying down. Until they started burying him. Because the thing is, they'll do.
He's forever going to be big over in Europe, man. I love when they go over to Europe because he gets the biggest pop when they over there, man. Fandango, man. When that music come on, dude, when that music come on, only in Europe. Nowhere
They
else.
buried him. They buried him. And Shinsuke, I thought they're going to fuck it with Shinsuke because the WWE, only people that do right by the Japanese is Ring of Honor. Everybody else messes up. Look at Hideo Tommy. Nothing.
Yeah.
Shinsuke Nakamura, who can wrestle their style. They want to put him over and make him look good, their style. He gets to wrestle AJ and Balor. He gets to wrestle one of the club members. He gets to wrestle Samoa Joe. He gets to wrestle Austin Aries. He gets to wrestle Cesaro. He gets to wrestle Seth Rollins. He gets to wrestle people that wrestle at Ring of Honor.
Right.
And maybe some TNA because they go to Japan all the time. They wrestle Japanese movies more. You know what I'm saying? So
somehow, some way, I have to implement the words strong style in a rhyme.
No, they already did. They already get strong style T-shirts.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm saying in a rhyme. I'm saying in one of my next rhyme, I'm gonna say something about me being strong style, but that's another story. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you both something because it's something that Mo just brought up, like saying that a lot of the people in WWE that get the most pop are like these old Ring of Honor guys, these guys that came from
self-made.
These self-made. And I want to ask you this: is there a parallel of what's going on with that in the MMA world, where a lot of the guys that are big in UFC Bellator came from Strikeforce? Do you think there's a parallel that's similar in both of those instances?
Yep.
I don't think so. I just think when it comes down to the people in Bellator and people that are named in Bellator either got fallen for a different country or they just keep on winning and they just self-made. Because, you know what I'm saying, like people got so used to all the UFC guys that are around back then with Bellator around, they're all gone now. If you think about it, most of the ones that were big names back then, they're gone, they fade away, and the Bellator guys rose to the top.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's more. Go ahead.
If you look at it though, back when I met you when you were in Strikeforce, I used to tell guys all the time, because when people talk MMA, they don't say MMA like we say MMA. They be like, he do UFC, and I think that's the stupidest shit in the world. It's like, no. They're different organizations. They're, don't get it twisted. I understand the whole thing about the Alphabet League as far as the UFC goes, but there are other things, that's out there. There are the Bellators. There are the, back then it was the Prize, and you had Strikeforce. There were other things that you can go to, man, and that's how. Like I knew you, I knew about you, when you wrestled at Oklahoma State, because I pay attention to wrestlers. But I knew about you also over in Japan, and I wrote an article about you. I used to send you back and forth when you were making your debut over in Strikeforce. And if you look at the fighters today, all the fighters that come from Strikeforce really are the top guys in UFC. If you look at it right now, they're the top guys, whether they're champions or they're top contenders, they're the top guys. So trying to explain that to a person that only see UFC is really like, wow, why am I having this conversation? Because you still don't even get it.
Man, that's like trying to explain somebody. It's like WWE. People don't realize, like, these ice. Think about 6 years ago, the woman April Moon come out. She's like a mixture of Naomi and that one girl, Sasha Banks. NXT. But this girl, I saw her 2 years ago. She's from Houston. She was Booker T's gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? people would think that she's from NXT when she wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like the problem, you know, I can say in pro wrestling, the serious pro wrestling fan knows where people was made.
Exactly.
The casual WWE fan just thinks that they all got made in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but yeah, most of those guys came on the indies, and the reason a lot of those guys are able to a lot of those indie guys are able to succeed is because on the indies you got to be much more improv more in your matches because you're doing different places, different weeks, different company cultures. So they're a lot more used to, you know, changing it up all the time, no matter where they're going, and that works well with, you know, trying to be able to work in the WWE because they're a lot more creative.
And the WWE, I feel like they ruin people. Like look at Apollo Crews. Back then, it was Uhaa Nation. When he was Uhaa Nation, man, he was amazing.
Right
now, he's like Kofi.
He like SD Jones Kofi. All over again.
Nah, he's like Kofi Kingston.
Coco Beware.
Nah, he's worse Coco Beware. Because Coco Beware used to clap and at least get you into it and do a family. He's like Kofi Kingston, but Kofi Kingston diet. Kofi Kingston.
I like to call him he's like a modern day SD Jones that know how to do flips. Because he makes great matches, but then he ends up losing. And you know, it's like, wow, man, what do you want this dude to do? I mean, I understand you put him on the main roster, but geez, man.
Listen.
He's too talented to be a plug, though.
No, it's not that. It's just it's his gimmick. It's weak. They should have come as Uhaa Nation. When he was Uhaa Nation, he had more energy to him. You know what I'm saying? He's just a little different. He's go to Japan, so Dragon Gate USA, is there Dragon Gate Japan? He's through PWG.
Why can't they make a new nation of domination? We need a new nation of domination, man.
Nah, they can't because every time they try, bullshit happens. They tried to do it with the New Day, and all of a sudden the shit happened in Ferguson.
Yeah, but they can have Ron Simmons come back managing these dudes, and I think it would.
Nah, but that's the '80s, dog. That's the '90s. They can't do it now because there's too much racial shit going on. And two, it don't help when they're in motherfucking when the president and his wife are in with Donald Trump. So say Farouk comes out to the but black wrestlers and they all act like thugs something like that. They're gonna be like, okay, it makes sense because they were Donald Trump. If they come out as faces, they're not really over because how many black faces do you really have? They're really over. So think about this. Your boy R-Truth, they play R-Truth. What's up? Lame ass shit. I like this too.
Me too, man. He's a talented cat, man. He's super talented cat.
Then I'm real. New Day is cool, but they're all they do is comedy relief.
But that's why they need to change the scenery. So I see them going to SmackDown.
No, but they can't because when they go to SmackDown, they're the same way.
I mean, I know, but at least it's a different brand, and they're still like, you know, so-called dream.
Man, look, time out. Ain't no brand. Ain't always that brand stuff. Does all WWE because mark my words. In 3 years, they're gonna get rid of the brands and just have SmackDown and Raw. Ain't no brand. They're trying to get the most out of what they can get. Make money, but they're trying to make as much money as they can by keeping them separate until they can go together.
Well, SmackDown has stepped up, and I like that 2 hours better than the 3 hours on. I'll take that 2 hours more so than 3 hours on any day of the week because of the product that they put out. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but guess what? Raw will always get more numbers as far as you.
Because it's fucking Raw. Yeah, I'm with you on that too.
No, but no. It's not just Raw. It's WWE. That's why. Because think about it's a WWE. Because imagine if Raw got bought by Ring of Honor and it was like Ring of Honor, Monday Night Ring of Honor. People would quit tuning in.
Right. Yeah, because Raw kind of everybody's used to Monday Night Raw. It's like it's been around for so long that people are used to it. SmackDown has only been on a different channel and live. I mean, on a different night, and it was a different channel for only a little while, and people aren't used to that. And those little changes can affect things, like even in the MMA world, when like UFC does a pay-per-view on a Friday or a Sunday, it changes the numbers.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So
It does. You talking about like back to back, like because they do they've done back to backs, like they have one on a Friday night, then they will have one on a Sunday night.
Yeah, something like that, or just for whatever reason they might not have it on a Saturday night and have it on a Friday night.
Right.
And it does affect the numbers. Like they always bring up that one pay-per-view with Brock Lesnar, just because it was on a different night than usual. It actually hurt in the numbers, I guess. So people get used to things.
Let me ask Mo this question: what does it feel like to have, from what I'm understanding, 1.3 million people watching on television?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I ain't paying attention to it. I don't care.
That's my dog, man. That's funny. Oh man.
All right.
So go ahead, Kelly.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask what you're looking forward to, for the rest of the year, bro.
Man, my boy Michael Hunter's fighting this weekend, fighting Usyk. I'm waiting for that.
Okay.
I think Dan's fighting Rumble. He's gonna beat Rumble. I'm ready for that.
You think he's gonna take him out in the second? I seen the interview where you say you think he goes. I think he gonna get him in the third round.
I think he'll get him out in the second. I think he's got to pick up the pace more, and Rumble's gonna fight more, with more nervous energy because he's well with the takedown. So he's gonna every time he reacts. Don't forget when you fight tight and you react, it's a spike. It makes you go up and down. So I think you get tired off of that. And I know this. Go ahead. I know that there's somebody. I know. Go ahead. All right. I'm not gonna release it.
No, I'm sorry. I just was going to say I don't think he's going to explode in the first round. I think that's going to be more of a fill out round. That's going to be more of a chest round. And then I think he go, when he think he sees something in the first round, I think he go all out in the second round. And that's why I think, Danny's going to get him in the third round. That's but I can see
because the reason why I don't say that because. Okay, in order for you to be a fill out round, what Dan said, be at distance. Why would Dan be at distance when he has 31 inch reach? Dan said be up in there and be fainting and make him react, smothering him. Because if Dan waits, and Rumble's a momentum fighter, you know what I'm saying? And he just goes for broke. So if Dan waits, then Rumble has a shot, could be in trouble. He has to smother him and keep him guessing, you know what I'm saying? Keep him against the cage, make him carry his weight. To look for a takedown, make him finish it, and after 2 minutes, he'll be gassed. Mm-hmm. After 2 minutes of rest, he'll be gassed. It's like the last fight.
Yeah, I like both of them, but I do have DC. I think DC gonna do the same thing he did the first fight. Once he blow that wide, it's gonna be a tap out. No disrespect, but that's just the perspective. If something else happens differently, I would be surprised. I would give it up too.
And you think, Canelo and Chavez Jr. I definitely want to see that. War versus Kozlov too. I want to see that too.
Oh, dude, I want to go to that, man. But I was thinking, man, I'm like, man, that's a week before you're supposed to get down with Bader. I'm like, man, I want to go to that. Man. That's gonna be. And you know what's crazy? I think Ward being in there with him now knows what to expect, and I think this fight gonna be easier than the first fight. And then the first fight wasn't easy by a long shot because I had Kovalev winning, but then when I looked at the fight, probably about 2, 3, 4 more times, I'm like, okay, I can understand why they gave it to him, man. I had to. Yeah, it was super close, but I can understand why they gave it to Andre, man. So I just want to see a good fight, but I think Ward is going to prevail in the rematch. But I still want to go to that shit, man. Yeah.
And then Marvel Secret Empire
Well, look, when you say Chavez, though, I'm kind of scared, man. I'm scared to see that fight. Wanna know why? Because Chavez has been so inactive, and like, how does he look? How does he look? I think Canelo gonna kill him, dude.
I saw pictures of him. He's in shape already. He's down the way.
He's in shape.
Yeah, he's
in real shape.
So.
He's in real shape.
6-pack and everything. 6-pack and 8-pack and everything.
He got an 8-pack dog.
Like 6-pack and something. Yeah, I saw a picture of him. Yeah, he's ripped up, eating clean, and everything.
Oh wow. Okay. He's taking this shit serious. Okay. When is that fight? May what?
I think.
It's the holiday.
I think
weekend,
next
right?
month. I think so.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. That's in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do a boxing trip, or we need to do a wrestling trip, man. Like me and Kelly are super nerds, man. And,
right.
But you definitely, yeah. you a special dude. I don't think I can have this conversation with most people. It's like we aliens.
Right. Definitely. All right, Mo. We've taken a lot of your time, man. It's been good talking with you, man. We'll definitely let you go. Thanks for coming on the podcast and being nerdy with us.
You got any last words? Hey, you got any last words for anybody and you people that love you here in Michigan, more so Detroit, Lansing?
Oh man, I hope to see y'all soon, man. Figure something out, man. Try to get out there. And two, man, I'm gonna make sure that dude pay you though too, BZ.
Word, my
make
man.
sure it pay.
That's word, man. I appreciate it, but you know what? Let me tell you, man. Things happen for a reason, man. And I'm blessed to have you in my life for the last couple of years, man. And I wouldn't have it no other way, man. You've been a brother to me in a lot of ways, and mad love to you.
Appreciate it.
All day.
No doubt, man. Thanks, Mo, and good luck on your next fight against Bader in New York on June 24th. Hope everything goes well.
Thank you.
Doubt.
All right, salute, bro. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, cool. That was cool having Mo on the podcast. Thanks for hooking that up, man.
Well, nah, come on, man. It's something we should have did a little while ago, man. But shit happened for a reason, man. But it's wow, yeah, pretty dope. What's real dope? What's real dope is when controversial things are said and it comes from your source. So Tito's a bitch.
Right. Cool.
Tito might hear that and be like, "Fuck that! I want to fight him." That can come from all sorts. You never know. I'm just saying.
Damn, Tito. Whatever.
Fuck Tito.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But go ahead.
Yeah, this weekend, like I was saying, I'm going to be going to Dayton, Ohio for Rockstar Pro Wrestling. I've been there before. It's a really dope indie organization. And then I'm going to be in Buffalo for UFC 210. And then I'm going to cut over to Toronto for Smash Wrestling. And then I'm going to come home. But, there's... I love going on these little trips, man, for wrestling and stuff like that.
I want to rock. I want to go out with you. That's what I was saying. I'm like, man, because it seems like you do this every week or every other week.
The thing is like the stuff like Rockstar Pro. That's like a 3-hour drive to Dayton and back. We could go there and back. Even it's like it's that easy of a drive. And it's always a really cool, and their events are really cool, and they really have this. There's this kind of core group there that are really some of the best that you're seeing in indie wrestling. Dave and Jake Christ, Sammy Callahan, Desmond Xavier. There's a few others. At this the one I'm going to tomorrow, Joey Ryan's gonna be there. and it's just really cool. It's a cool, fun atmosphere and everything. So yeah, we definitely need to like just hit the road.
Yeah, I'm
sometime.
serious too, man. Like I'm like, damn, Kelly be moving. He be fucking moving. Yeah, we need to, we need to do that, man. Straight up.
Definitely.
You know, we definitely got a plan for it, man. But give me a little while notice. Give me a couple, week notice when we go do it. And I'll definitely I'll get in with you, man. And we you already doing it. I'll get on the road with you. So yeah,
man. Do you know what I just did? I bought a ticket to see the Scorpions in Chicago in September.
Oh, really?
It was total. I saw that they were like going to be doing a few shows, and I was like, oh man, whatever. But then like I got an email with a pre-sale code, and I was like, holy shit! And I looked at see what tickets were available, and like I was able to get like a floor seat, and it wasn't super expensive compared to like some other concerts. And I was like, holy shit, I'm going. I don't care. I've never seen Scorpions before, and they're always one of kind of my favorites for like that time period of hard rock music. And I was just like, I gotta go, man. And like I've like heard interviews with Rudolf Shankar from Scorpions, and that guy is like, he's like a big ball of German energy, like he's like, this dude is like 70 years old, man, and he is like more like the energy of like a 25-year-old. It's really crazy, man. So I'm super excited.
That's how I'm gonna be, dog. Straight up.
Yeah.
Don't let that switch. We ain't gonna let that shit switch up at all. Like what?
Right.
Yeah,
Be 70 and just still
day.
keeping it, keeping it crunk, man. Keeping it energetic, man. Like, so I was just like, all right, I'm going to do that, man. I'm gonna go see Scorpions, man. It's so hard, and like, I gotta. And coming, I don't even know when it is, but there's a Def Leppard show coming up in Grand Rapids. And
hey, look, yeah, I seen you post that shit. And when is it? You don't know what it is?
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. They're doing Grand Rapids on April 17th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I can't go. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could, but I can't. I did score. I'm going to see Tears for Fears and Hall and Oates.
Oh, you do? You're going to that?
I am going, man. And my prized possession of the day: floor seats to go see Dave Chappelle.
Oh, you did? Oh man, I heard that sold out in like 4 minutes, man.
Lando got some tickets, baby.
Uh-oh.
Straight up, man. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, man. But it's all about living life right now, man. You gotta, we gotta cherish these times, man. We don't know where we gonna be at tomorrow, man. So live life every day.
Right.
Live life every day, literally.
Right. In June, I might actually go to one of the Journey concerts that are around here. They're not doing Detroit, but yeah, they're doing Windsor and Toledo. So, and I definitely have an in with that to score tickets. Like
we can roll to Toledo, bro. Journey?
Yeah, they're doing Toledo, like it'll be the day after the Bellator New York. I don't know if you're gonna be going out there, if you're gonna come back. I've interviewed Neil Sean twice. I'm really cool with him, so like I can definitely get tickets to any of these Journey concerts coming up. Like that's no problem.
Dude, let's get it. Let's get it. Me and you need to take a road trip. It's long overdue.
Right, definitely. Okay, so I'm going to UFC 210 this weekend. You already talked about DC and Rumble, but you're also going to have Weidman versus Musashi. How do you feel that's going to go?
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. And this is just the God honest truth. I love Chris Weidman. I've been a believer in Chris Weidman from day one. I picked Chris Weidman to beat Anderson Silva when everybody thought I was fucking crazy, and I wound up looking like a guru in front of Royce. Um, that shit really happened. Royce was looking like, how this fucking dude, how he know? Yeah, and that was one of them days. I had a bad streak going on up until then. And they looking at me like, he gonna be Anderson Silva. Like, you crazy, man. Well, if you don't know, he on the losing streak. Well, that day I won big. Not from a monetary perspective, but just
Like, yeah.
I feel like my knowledge was kind of respected after that, and even choosing him in the rematch, it was like, how the fuck, So Chris Weidman, in a lot of ways, like Kelly Pavlik, when he beat Taylor, for the middleweight title back in the day, Royce was looking at me like, you crazy for picking these dudes, and then they wind up winning. It put me in a different light, man. So I like Chris Weidman, but with Gegard Mousasi, you got a dude that's a very he's an underrated striker.
Yeah.
I like Mousasi. I like him as a fighter. I love when he's on. But the thing is, with Gegard, is I root for him to beat these type guys because my boy beat him. And that's just, and when Gegard wins, it puts my boy in a different light because, my boy Mo beat Gegard Mousasi with 7 professional fights, and I think Gegard at that time was like 31-1 or some shit, some crazy fucking number, man. And nobody gave him a chance except a couple people, and I was one of them.
Right.
And that's kind of like really the start of our relationship, to be honest with you. Shout out to Robert Big Pooh, man, because Pooh got this joint called Pooh on Sports. He do podcasts now, but back in the day, a couple years back, he would do blogs, and he would have me do the boxing and MMA portion. And that's how I started writing about Mo. Like a lot of people ask me, like, how did you wind up, chopping up with Mo? Like, where'd your relationship come from, man? It all comes from me. I have a secret love for writing,
Right.
and not just lyrics, man. But if you're knowledgeable about something, you're gonna put, your complete love into it, man. And I happen to be knowledgeable on combat sports, man. At least boxing and MMA, and even kickboxing, to a certain degree. But I love that, so I'm very passionate about it. And I knew about Muhammed Lawal at Oklahoma because I have a wrestling background. I have a taekwondo background as well. But wrestlers, you never stop looking at wrestling. Like, whenever I see wrestling on ESPN, when it's ever on, hello, ESPN, get your shit on. But when it's ever on ESPN or whatever network, I always watch it, man, because, it's not like two dudes, going at it, gladiator style. Wrestling is the oldest sport in the world. And for it not to have the recognition it deserves, I will always continue to, represent wrestling, because that's where I come from, man. Shout out to Boars.
Right.
But I knew about him then, and knowing he was fighting overseas, and I remember when Strikeforce signed him. I remember the first week he was coming over, and I wrote about him, and I was sending my articles like on Twitter and shit, just hoping to get a response and crazy shit. And he hit a like, it wasn't no likes back then, but he'll retweet it and say thanks and little simple stuff. And one thing led to another, man. He sent me his number, man, and we've been talking ever since. So, talking and him, That dude is very special cat, man. Very special cat. You know, people need to sit back and don't believe in these smoke and mirrors, man, because they'll fuck your brain up every time.
Right. And you brought up the sort of that you were writing about all this stuff. Did you happen to listen to that Chael Sonnen podcast that I sent you?
No, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. That's my word. Cause that was one of the things, man, that you sent me.
Yeah.
And I put a star by it saying that I was gonna get to it, man. But it's been caught up the last couple of days.
But basically, what they're him and his co-host Joel were like talking about the MMA media and how none of them actually tell any stories of the fighters. Like so many of the MMA media, these people that get press credentials, they'll go to the press conference and ask the same question that's been asked a million times to these fighters, ignore the ones that are up there that aren't exactly the superstars of the thing, and will not actually tell a story of any of these fighters, and won't even sort of acknowledge any of the fighters that are not already hyped up by the UFC. For example, the ones that aren't on the hype train already. Like if let's just say that on social media or whatever, Mo said that he went on some big vision quest in the desert to prepare for his next fight. No one will probably ask him about that. No one will ask more or try to make a story into that. They will just go to the regular shit like that. The regular stuff they would ask them. No one would pay attention. And it's just like and I noticed even when I was in LA for Bellator, when I went to the press conferences, I was just sitting there listening to all these other credentialed writers, part of the MMA media. I'm like, yo, I mean, I'm only a year deep into this, and I could have asked better questions.
And you got better questions, exactly. Look. Why do you think I'd be like, when we talking about stuff, I'd be like, okay, well, figure out what you want to do as far as question wise. You everybody don't have that ability to ask fresh fucking questions. Like shit that the normal person not thinking about. Everybody generally think about the same fucking shit. But just imagine if they call you to ask a question and you say some shit like, "Hey man, I heard you like the Cars, man. What's your favorite record by the Cars?" Do you know that the fighter will be like, "Wow, I like that shit. Da da da. What else do he know?" That'd be like, like, wow, that it's like a connection almost,
right,
man. So if you start off like that and then ease in to shit that people not, that's why Ariel Helwani, you say what you want about him, man, but he's tapped into a market that a lot of people, like they're still trying to catch up.
Right.
And, that's the type of shit that you got to be on, man. You got to know. You got to research these dudes. You got to know likes, dislikes, just to, you want people to feel comfortable when you talking to them because they, you're not going to know everything about a person, but a certain question, the right question will open Pandora's box.
Right.
And
right.
And most people don't know how to get to that because they just want to get to the scoop, and that's not what it's about, man. It's about making a person feel comfortable to, let them know, like they, you got to build a trust, man. And without that trust, you're not gonna get that, man. Most of these journalists or so-called journalists, they try to come at them at the same angle, and you're not gonna get that respect, especially when like I don't know you, like so why are you coming at me like that? But if they don't know you and you come at them at an angle that they would have never expected, it's just You know, I'm telling too much, man. That people should be, you know, giving me bread right now.
Right.
Straight up.
And the thing is like, the thing is, I come from the music world, you know, interviewing music artists and bands and whatnot.
Well, man, hold on. You're a natural, bro. I just wanted to say that before you go on.
Well, thank you. And I'm still learning, you know, ways to, you know, tackle, you know, subjects and whatnot. But, you know, the one thing good about coming from the music world and covering stuff like, you know, MMA, wrestling and everything is that I learned how to, you know, find those stories, the, you know, behind the scenes, the sort of, the, you know, the things about these people. Because look, I'm not, when it comes to music, I don't play a guitar or play the piano or know about like the technical, like production terms or anything. I've always been more about like historical things and personal things and stuff like that.
You know what though, Kelly? You know what, Kelly?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a perfect dude who does this shit and is a fucking winner. Nardwuar.
Yeah.
That dude he's like, before I even knew who he was and how he did type, you know, how he came across as far as a different artist, that's the type of stuff that I will be on. Like, you gotta know, people want to feel like, you know, okay, yeah, you know me from this, but da 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 da. And when it turns into the same fucking shit, they get bored. And when they get bored, it's like it's the same fucking interview. So that's why you get artists that have these massive attitudes about doing the same shit all the time because it's the same shit.
Right.
So imagine somebody like you coming from left field. It's like, oh shit, really? Oh man, we need to go have a drink. You know, it opens up so many fucking doors because you were able to ask that right question. Always be the right question person. Don't be the same.
Right.
The same motherfucker, man. You know, that's how you win. You do, and you know, that's my aspect of music. Do different shit, quality wise, same, but do different shit that everybody else ain't doing. You know, everybody can't be in the same lane. Everybody, you know, it's like a traffic jam. Me, I'd rather be in my own lane in cruise control. Like, fuck y'all. Mm-hmm.
Right, definitely. And yeah, I always try to find those, you know, whether it's on their social media, or I'll even ask their publicist or their manager. I'm like, okay, is there something like I don't necessarily can see online, or is in none of your emails that they like, you know, they're into, that we can talk about, you know, like if you go back a few episodes when I interviewed David Gunn, he's the lead singer of this band from Flint, King 810. I noticed that every once in a while on his Instagram, he would Instagram a book that he's reading. So towards the end of our interview, I started to ask him about it, and we talked for a good like 20 minutes just about the books that he's reading, and he was telling me about them all, you know, and
he probably felt super comfortable,
yeah,
and he got into it in extra depth because there was some shit he wasn't expecting.
Right, and that became one of my favorite interviews that I've done recently, because it was just like we were able to like share some knowledge, some real knowledge with, you know, our listeners. And that's what I want. I want it to be therapeutic for me. I want it to be informative for the listener. I want the person that I'm interviewing to be like, oh, that was dope, man. Like, I'm glad I was able to talk about that.
Exactly, that experience. And, you know, yeah, Kelly, you're a natural, man. You're a natural, man. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in the MMA world,
moving up, baby.
And the thing is, in the MMA world, like, you don't, like in the UFC, they're not telling the story of a lot of these fighters. Only like, and the MMA media is following suit with that. They're not going out and being like,
they're not challenging them.
They're not challenging them at all, you know. And it's just, I think they're scared to like lose their credentials or whatever.
Yeah, they don't want to lose their credentials. They don't want to lose nothing.
They don't want to lose
it's like
anything.
They gonna follow line with everybody else. And that's what makes this game scary right now. You look at people and it's like, wow, motherfuckers is like robots. They're robots now.
And
I'm
not even asking that the MMA media needs to challenge, the UFC that much. Sometimes I just want them to tell the story of some of these people. Like there's
you're not gonna get that.
There's exciting fighters all around, man, and there's people that have exciting.
You know why you're not gonna get that? You're not gonna get that because they don't have no starter. They confident in other than Conor McGregor right now.
Right, and it's like if you go to these websites, all their news are these sound bites that come from other podcasts. What did so and so say on the MMA Hour and shit like that, And I'm like, no one's scooping up shit, It's just like
at all.
no one's getting anything. They're just getting them from the same couple of podcasts that everybody's getting their news from, And I'm like,
no doubt.
It's like there's a few writers out there that take the time to do a good story on some of these people, but it's very few and far between. And it's just like it's sad that it's that there's not these stories, because there's all these fighters. There's a lot of up and coming fighters that have potential, and it would be cool just to hear their story, what they're about,
Mm-hmm.
and that's that's the thing that look back when we were growing up, man, listening to hip hop, when you heard about someone you like, you wanted to know everything about them,
Oh, indeed.
Like,
and most of us did learn everything about the people that we grew up loving.
It'd be like, man, look at this Big L guy, man. I want to know everything about him, man. Look at this, man. Oh, Gangstar. I want to know everything about them, man. Like,
exactly.
And it's just like I thought things in like music were bad in regards to like the journalism in rap journalism, hip hop journalism. There's a lot of
it's
gossip.
It's worse in combat sports, man, because you say the wrong thing, you'll get blackballed, man. People won't fuck with you, and the only reason somebody like Ariel Helwani winds up.
Wait, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
The only reason why Ariel Helwani wind up really winning, as far as with his issues with UFC, is because his fan base believed in him so much, man, and they trusted his journalism.
Yeah.
So, because Dana tried to ruin him, man.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be the shit that, like, I'd be like, wow, man, you went out your way to try to ruin that guy, man. When you say some shit like, your kids are going to see this. Like, really, dog? Really? Why would you even say some whole, like, wow, man, that's really motherfucking arrogant of you to say something like that, man. Like, that type shit is, man, that, we from Detroit, man, that type shit, that's fighting type shit. Like, why would you say that? And this dude ain't said nothing, he ain't said nothing close to what you just said. And it's like, wow, man, that's real hurtful.
Right.
Real hurtful that a dude in that position can say something hurtful and nobody would do nothing to him because he the fucking boss. And that shit is whack. I guess, just like he did my boy wrong too, man. He did Mo wrong. How he terminated his contract, man, and we'll come back to the table. Fuck out of here, man. Shit just don't be right. It don't be right. You can't do people wrong all the time, man. I'm just happy, man. Like I said, man, you to me, you're a natural at it. This is like a secret love of mine for a long time, and it comes natural because it's shit that we would be doing anyway if it wasn't shit. It's like hip hop to me.
Right.
So it comes easy, man. So yeah, man, this is fresh is the word, man.
See,
recognize.
See, all of this, See, all of this from like the begin, since when I first started doing it, was like I didn't know how to get myself into like the hip hop scene and fit in, and this was like my in. You know, it was something that I didn't even know I could do, but I could do.
You had a lot of shit though, man. You had Rinso.com, man.
Yeah, like those were my ends, you know.
You know, those are things, man. You know, like I said, I knew of you before we knew each other, so and that's some real shit. Yeah, man, and it's amazing how certain things bring people together, man. I just feel real blessed to even be doing this shit with you, man, because it gives me another outlet, man, to express a love I have for different things.
No doubt, and I'm glad you're doing this with me. And it's like I remember a few days ago, like the Facebook memories that they do, like from like 1 year, 2 year, whatever. Like there was a 1 year, like a post about like, I think it was the John Jones OSP fight or whatever, and I was like,
right,
and I was like, oh damn, I've been like really concentrating on MMA for over a year now. Like it doesn't even seem like it.
Yeah, man, it's you know, you gotta really love this shit, man, and be focused on it, man. And this is you know, I love hip hop all day, every day, man. But this is my it's when I get to have some fun, man. Let my head on a little bit, man, and just be like, fuck all the bullshit. You know, this shit. Yeah, you gotta love this shit, man. I do a lot of traveling because of mixed martial arts, man, and I'm super thankful. And you know, I get a chance to meet people and have breakfast with people and
right.
talk to people like on a normal basis that most people don't get an opportunity to, man. And for me, sometimes it's like, wow. You know, I used to be like super wild, like, wow, I can't believe that happened. And then when it starts happening over the course of time, all the time, it just becomes a part of your daily, well, not daily routine, but the routine of, you know, when you're at certain events. You know, you're going to have lunch with, you know, or, you know, dude, I'm just super thankful, man. This Mo and my experiences, man. He's really allowed me to, you know, it's like every time I'm at a fight, I'm dreaming, if that makes sense.
Right, and I know you were having fun on this past weekend, man. I could see you from where I was sitting. Like
I didn't know if you could or not.
I could, like during Mo's fight, like you were the only one where you were at standing up with your arms out, man.
Oh yeah, man. I be into it, man. I be into it, dude. And I was next to Mo's girl, and my boy Twan. But I had two friends, named Twan there, man. And shout out to both of them. One from Houston, one from the Bay Area. Footbag, hacky sack champion, 13-time world champion. I was around some real super people, man. And we generally are around each other during fight week, and nothing's changed, and it's the same system that we roll with, man. And you know, like I said, my life a little different, man. I appreciate every day for, you know, all the times that I've been able to, you know, and I find myself at all sometimes, man. You know, I'm kind of used to certain things now. Every now and then you get a little starstruck, man. I took a picture with Fedor. You know, I took a picture with Herschel Walker. And, you know, I see these dudes all the time. But, you know, it's like, wow, man, I'm going to take a picture with these dudes. Man. They were super cool.
Right.
Super fun. So, yeah, I'm in my ride right now, man. And your boy in the Wendy's drive-thru about to order something real good right now. Any last words, Kelly?
No, that's a perfect time to end the show. It's been a great show. We got King Mo on the program talking some MMA and definitely some wrestling. So it's been a good week.
Kaiser with the
So,
you didn't hear that, did you?
no, I didn't hear that.
Okay. That'll be it.
All right, your total is going to be 1017. Take them on though, please.
You didn't hear that, did you?
I heard that.
I heard that. Okay. Hey, it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. All right, V. Tell them where they can find you online.
All right, you can find your man Vstylez at Twitter. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it. You can find your man Vstylez at Vstylez.com. Oh man, I messed that all up. Twitter.com/Vstylez, VSTY with the LEZ, same thing. At Facebook.com/VSTY with the LEZ. My official Facebook verified page. Official Vstylez, official common spelling, Vstylez, VSTYLEZ. Hit me up. I answer all questions. Be respectful, and I'll give you that respect back. Be an ass, and I'll be a bigger ass. Salute to you.
All right, man. Thanks for listening. See you next week.
All right, my man. Salute, Kelly.
Fresh is the word.